about jury trials that they're trying out in this era of Zoom. It's something else. They ought to make a movie of all of this. I'm telling you, would have people rolling in the aisles.
Okay, Chair, if you want, we can go ahead and start the meeting.
Okay, so I will call the meeting to order. We will be skipping the flag salute simply because we're all in different areas and do not have a flag available to us. Should we start by doing roll call for who's present?
Sure. So we'll start with James Okazaki. I don't see him. Jerry Wright.
Here.
Sorry, Commissioner Wright. Let me be proper here.
I'm still here.
Commissioner Cheng.
Present.
Commissioner Brody.
Here.
Vice Chair Boyle.
Here.
And Chair Destin is excused, so is alternate member Ross is also excused.
So Aldo, just as a point of order, does James need to join soon to be elevated to a sitting place, or if he joins at any time, is he elevated to a voting member for now, or is he excused because he's not, will he not be because he's not here?
I did not hear from him, but if he joins, he can be a part of the group, but right now we have a quorum with the 4 members, so we can proceed.
Okay. So to just go over kind of some preamble notes, welcome to the March 24th Planning Commission meeting, March 24th, 2021 Planning Commission meeting. We, per standard protocol, the agenda has been posted 72 hours in advance at the City Hall, the public library, the Recreation Department, as well as the website. For those present, each commissioner has received the plans well in advance, as well as staff comments and any other public comments that have been submitted prior to this meeting. We've reviewed every item on the agenda and visited every site. I know, knowing my colleagues, we take this very seriously, and so I can guarantee you we've done all of our homework. The general order for how we will be doing each agenda item is that we will call for staff to give their report, provide any background information and their recommendation. We will then ask the applicant or the applicant representative to comment on their, to present and comment on their proposal. The hearing will then be open to the public, and we will ask for comments for, against, or about the project. In all cases, if you are going to make a public comment, please come forward. Please just give your name and address. When speaking on an item, please do not repeat comments if other public comments have already been made of similar content, just so that we can keep this streamlined and you know, just not have a 4-hour meeting. Present just any other additional comments. At the conclusion of the public comments, the public hearing will be closed. And I just want to add a little addition to this, that really means that if we ask the applicant a particular question, please address the question, but that is not an opening to continue to present your case. It will just be to address any comments we might have after the public comments. So then we will close the public comments, and then we will go from each commissioner to get their input. Most of the cases will involve variances, conditional use permits, and or design review. The commission will discuss and act on each one individually. In each case, variances will be considered first, then conditional use, and finally design review. If there is no motion for approval or denial, the Planning Commission has the option of continuing the application. In the event of a continuance or denial, it is the applicant will have heard comments during the public comment period and be able to incorporate them that will be useful in resubmitting the application. It is very important for the property owner to understand, once a project is approved by the commission, the drawings become legal documents. If any changes are made to the project subsequent to approval without obtaining proper approval of those changes, then the property owner is in fact breaking the law. There is a risk of having to change the project back to the originally approved design or paying a fine to the city of San Marino equal to the greater of 5% of the project valuation or $2,500, and then resubmitting the changes made to the project to the commission. It is also important to understand that there's a 15-day appeal period after action has been taken for the applicant or any interested party to request the city council to review and act on the case. The commission will usually take items in the order shown on the agenda. Occasionally we'll take them out of order. Looking at the agenda tonight, I don't think that that will be the case. So there you go. And lastly, the commission will not start any new item after 11 p.m. Items will not be heard. They'll be carried over to an adjourned meeting or the next regular meeting. With that, I think the next thing to do is see if there are any public comments that are not related to the agenda.
And just to provide a little instruction for those members of the public that are on this planning commission meeting, you have a couple of different methods for identifying yourself for public comment. You can either raise your hand using the raise hand feature that's in the left column of your screen. If you have, if you're showing the participant screen, there's an ability of raising your hand electronically through that system. Otherwise, you can certainly use the video to raise your hand, and I will call as soon as I see you, and I will call in terms of order in how I see. And so those are just some instructions as to how to participate in this Zoom call or Zoom meeting. So Vice Chair, right now I don't see anyone with raised hands, okay, both through the Zoom platform nor physically on the screen. I will say that alternate Commissioner Okazaki is now with us, and so okay, he is the 5th member and 5th voting member for the Planning Commission tonight.
Thank you. Hi, James, or hi, Commissioner Okazaki. It's nice to see you. So seeing no requests for public comment, we will move on to the agenda items, and we will start with agenda item number 1, design review number DRC 19-57HP. Can we start with the staff report?
Yes, thank you, Vice Chair. The applicant for 1215 St. Albans Road is requesting permission to construct a new 2-story house with an attached 1-car garage and detached 2-car garage. This request requires a design review action of the Planning Commission. This item comes before the Planning Commission as a remanded item from a City Council meeting held on October 14th of last year. On July 29th, going a little back further, of last year as well, the Planning Commission did reject this project to some extent on the grounds that the proposed house was massive, out of scale, and posed privacy issues for the adjacent nearby properties. This new project consists of a 2-story house totaling about 4,963 square feet. This is roughly about 230 square feet less than the project that was rejected by the Planning Commission last year. The lot coverage stands at approximately 3,991 square feet. The overall height of the house will be 25 feet and 9 inches. There's a slight reduction in the height as compared to the previous project of last year. With respect to the required legal findings, staff is able to state that the proposed project is compatible with the neighborhood or the home is located in the legal neighborhood. The eclectic nature of the neighborhood allows for a variance of design with the proposed project in comparison to the adjacent properties. Privacy issues will be minimized or mitigated with the proposed landscaping located on the north and south property lines. And so that being said, staff recommends the Planning Commission approve the project with the attached conditions of approval. I open for questions.
Does anybody have any questions for staff? Okay. Not seeing any, I will invite